wolves, wildfire, and the ghost of Lee. The shocking revelation that Horizon's true backer is none other than Market Equities, the resurrected conglomerate from Yellowstone's early seasons, with a vendetta follows Dutton's warning that the family will face an interminable winter. The trailer juxtaposes the ranch's sweeping beauty with its brutality: a calf birth in a snowstorm, a grisly attack on trespassers, and the Yellowstone River raging as bodies float beneath its surface. The tagline legacy isn't given flashes. It is now taken. This first look teases a darker, more existential chapter for the Duttons, blending the primal stakes of 1883 with the Machiavellian intrigue of 1923. Through Monica's story about the Broken Rock Reservation, themes of inheritance, indigenous land rights, and the cost of winning in a dying world dominate. The final shot lingers on Beth, standing alone at John's grave, a whiskey bottle in hand as a helicopter descends over the ridge. Her tone of voice is icy cold. "You won a battle. Let's demonstrate to them how the West was actually won." Set in the aftermath of Yellowstone's seismic conclusion, the Dutton Ranch, 2025, picks up with the fractured remnants of the Dutton family clinging to their empire by bloodied fingertips. John Dutton's death has left a power vacuum. When Jamie's alliance with a senator backfires, his betrayal collapses. Horizon's forces hijack the FBI raid that he organizes, killing the agents to implicate the Duttons. Cornered in a courthouse, Jamie begs Beth for mercy, only to realize too late that she leaked his location to the militia. His final moments, a bullet to the chest from an anonymous sniper, closing his arc in poetic futility. The ultimate outsider who was destroyed by the chaos he helped bring about. Casey, guided by visions of Lee and wolves, confronts Horizon CEO Evelyn Roth in a stark boardroom. Instead of violence, he offers a deal. The Duttons will cede 50% of the ranch to the Broken Rock Reservation via Monica's mediation, dismantling Horizon's legal pretext for seizure. Roth, still smiling, declines until Case reveals that he has disclosed to the media her connections to Market Equities. He growls, "You don't own the future. You're just the next corpse on the pile." Roth's empire crumbles overnight, but Case walks away, leaving the ranch behind to protect Tate from the Dutton curse. The Montana sky, heavy with unrelenting snow, mirrors the weight of the Duttons' fractured legacy. Beth Dutton looks over the scorched land where Horizon Agri's siege was repelled from the porch of the destroyed ranch house, her breath visible in the icy air. Rip Wheeler's blood stains the snow at her feet. She remembers his final words, "Keep the wolves out." Sam, John's grandson, is cleaning a rifle inside with trembling hands because the brutality of the night has taken away his innocence. Despite passing, the torch's flame is dim. Case Dutton rides to the edge of the reservation, haunted by visions of wolves and his brother Lee's ghost. He makes a secret agreement with Monica and Tate by burying his gun in the ground, promising to renounce the Dutton curse. He tells Monica, their son clinging to her side as they disappear into the pines, "We don't belong to that land anymore." Case glances back one last time the ranch, a distant silhouette against the storm. Jamie's body lies unclaimed in a morgue, a casualty of his own ambition. The senator, scrambling to distance herself, labels him a rogue actor. Political spin erases his betrayal. Beth toasts his demise with a swig of whiskey, her laugh sharp as broken glass. "Rest in hell, brother," she mutters, tossing the bottle into the fireplace. The flames consume it much like the family's secrets. Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell if the breakdown of the Dutton Ranch's trailer left you as excited as we are. This war for the Yellowstone legacy is far from over. What's coming next? Deep dives into Beth's endgame. Rip's fate. Casey's vision quest. Breaking updates as new trailers drop. Casting secrets. Theory battles. Will the Duttons survive, or is the ranch doomed? Your voice matters. Leave a comment below about the trailer's most shocking moment. Who do you think will prevail in the Dutton Civil War? Cowboys and cowgirls remain confined. This is just the beginning. You won't want to miss a single moment of the saga of Yellowstone, which gets darker, wilder, and a lot more bloody. Wolves, the Lee's ghost, wildfire. As a cold wind howls across the plains, John Dutton's haunting voice echoes a dire prophecy. Winter is coming for this family, and it's not the kind we can ride out. In the shadow of Yellowstone's smoldering end, the trailer for the Dutton Ranch 2025 erupts like a gunshot. We are immediately drawn into a world that is about to fall apart, where heirlooms and bloodlines are put to the test. Then comes the bombshell. Horizon, the mysterious development company that is posing a threat to the land, comes from Market Equities, the corporate behemoth from Yellowstone's early seasons. But this time, they're back with a vendetta, and they've learned from their mistakes. The trailer features stark visual poetry, including the birth of a calf during a blizzard, a grizzly tearing through intruders in a snowy ravine, and bodies floating in the ice-choked Yellowstone River. The land is breathtaking and lethal. A tagline cuts across the screen like a branding iron. Legacy isn't given. It is now taken. This isn't just another season. This is the reckoning. The Dutton Ranch 2025 promises a darker, more existential chapter that combines the raw, survivalist heart of 1883 with 1923's personal and political treachery. Themes of inheritance, cultural reckoning, and moral erosion dominate. Monica's battle for indigenous land rights through the Broken Rock Reservation frames a brutal conflict not just over property, but over history, identity, and spiritual belonging. The world is not dying quietly, and the Duttons won't either. Beth Dutton stands alone at John's grave in a heartbreaking final shot framed by a storm-lit sky. She is holding a whiskey bottle in her hand. A helicopter descends behind her, blades slicing the silence. She speaks in a low, deadly voice. "You won a battle. Let's demonstrate to them how the West was actually won." The narrative picks up shortly after Yellowstone's conclusion in the sweltering aftermath. The ranch lies fractured, its foundations cracked under betrayal and bloodshed. John Dutton passed away. The patriarch is gone, and with him the last thread of unity holding the family together. Jamie's long-game betrayal explodes in his face when his secret alliance with a Montana senator backfires catastrophically. The FBI raid Jamie orchestrates is intercepted and corrupted by Horizon's own paramilitary enforcers. The agents are slaughtered in a false flag operation, and the blame falls on the Duttons. Jamie is stranded in a hostile courthouse and begs for mercy from Beth, of all people. However, Beth does not practice forgiveness. She focuses on finality. She tells him that she gave the militia his location with a cold stare. As he realizes, his eyes widen. A sniper's bullet punches through his chest a moment later, silencing the last gasp of his ambition. His story does not come to an end with redemption, but rather with poetic futility, a man who lost everything to the war he tried to control. Meanwhile, Case, haunted by the spectral presence of his brother Lee and the ever-looming wolves, enters Horizon's gilded boardroom to confront CEO Evelyn Roth. However, the violence this time is not physical. It's strategic. Casey proposes a radical compromise. 50% of the Dutton Ranch will be handed to the Broken Rock Reservation under Monica's guidance. Horizon's legal case for seizure is undermined by this, until Casey reveals the nuclear option, which is that he has leaked her back-channel business dealings with Market Equities to the national press. Roth remains unperturbed. "You don't own the future," he tells her. "You're just the next corpse on the pile." Within days, Roth's empire collapses. Case, on the other hand, does not stay to see what happens. He walks away from the land his blood helped defend, choosing instead to protect his son, Tate, from the Dutton curse. Beth Dutton looks over what's left while the sky is blanketed in snow. The ranch house has been set on fire and damaged. The fields are marked by the siege. Rip Wheeler's blood stains the snow near the porch, his last stand against Horizon's forces burned into the earth. His final words haunt Beth like a whisper in the wind: "Keep the wolves out." A new generation is in the house. Sam, John's grandson, sits quietly by the fire, cleaning a rifle with trembling hands. The violence of the night has stripped away what little innocence he had left. The torch has been passed, but only a small flame remains. Case rides out to the edge of the reservation in his final act. He buries his pistol deep in the soil beside Monica and Tate, making an unspoken promise to end the cycle of violence. "We don't belong to that land anymore," he says to Monica, his voice cracked with sorrow. Their son clutches her side as they vanish into the pines, leaving behind a legacy soaked in blood and frost. Case looks back once. The ranch is barely visible through the snow, a myth fading into memory. Jamie's body lies unclaimed in a morgue drawer. No family. No flag. Just a cautionary tale. The senator who enabled him disavows their partnership, calling him a rogue actor. The truth is quickly erased and weaponized by politics. Beth laughs like a broken glass as she raises a glass to her deceased brother. "Rest in hell, brother." She tosses the bottle into the fireplace. The flames leap up, devouring it just as they did every secret this family ever buried. And now, the real fight begins. If this trailer wrecked your emotions or lit your fire, you know what to do. Hit subscribe. Ring the bell. Because the war for the Yellowstone legacy is just getting started. Coming soon, deep dives into Beth's brutal endgame, Rip's fate and final stand, Case's spiritual journey and vision quests. As the trailers come out, exclusive updates, theories, casting rumors, and leaks. Will the Duttons remain afloat? Or is it inevitable that the ghosts who built the ranch will take it back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What surprised you the most? Who do you think will win the Dutton Civil War? Cowboys and cowgirls remain confined. The story of Yellowstone is far from over. It's darker, wilder, and soaked in more blood than ever before. You won't want to miss a second.